If you're not present to sign for a FedEx package, I've got great news for you. There are a lot of hacks you can put in place to make sure that you still have your items delivered to you. Okay, so what should you do when you will not be available to sign for a FedEx package? The thing is, as an overview, you have to understand everybody's busy, right? You do not want to be home, like be stuck at home for 12 hours. Like sometimes the truck driver, the FedEx truck driver, tells you I'll be there from 8 a.m. to 10 a.m. So that's fine. But if they tell you I'll be there from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m., that's not that's 12 hours for you to be stuck at home, and you do not want to have you don't have that kind of time anyway. Okay, so the thing is, if you are expecting a delivery, let's say of a certain package requiring a signature, you got options, so you don't have to wait around for the truck driver to actually show up. Okay, and it's important to understand that a signature on a package can be a good thing because basically you want to have traceability. You want to make sure that you also have accountability. You want to know who sent you the the package in the first place. But also from a sender's point of view, they also have a peace of mind knowing that FedEx is actually requiring the recipients to sign before getting delivery. So if someone has signed for your package in person, you can track down your missing delivery. Okay, you will see the name of the person who signed and the time the package was delivered. And so this info is available on FedEx.com or on the FedEx app when you track your package. So a name and delivery time are usually all that is needed to locate your missing shipment, and a name and delivery time can be beneficial when tracking deliveries to a hotel, mailroom, or convention center. Okay, so basically, a signature on a package can be a great thing, especially if you want to have trustability and accountability. So the first thing you want to do if you're not present to actually get delivery is to signing. You want to sign in the FedEx app. So depending on the type of signature required for delivery, you may be able to sign for the package directly in the official FedEx app. So that's pretty straightforward, pretty fast also. The app is free to download from Apple or Android app stores. If the required signature is actually, let's say, an indirect signature, you should be given an option to provide a signature when you track your package in the app with your tracking number. And if your shipment is direct signature required or has other restrictions, the in-app signing option may not be available. Okay, but bottom line is the FedEx app is also a great way to get real-time notifications of your package status and when it was delivered in the first place. An option to provide a signature will be shown if the option is available for your specific delivery. The second thing you want to do is if you're not going to be home for a FedEx delivery, you want to leave a note for the FedEx driver. I mean, see, the thing is that the FedEx driver they have a mandate to make sure they deliver at all cost, but they also have thousands of deliveries to make. Okay, so if you don't have the FedEx app and you know that a FedEx package is coming that requires a signature, you can usually leave a note for the delivery driver authorizing them to leave the box. Okay. Now, leaving a note is actually an option if your shipment requires an indirect signature. If there is a direct signature required, they cannot really follow through with your instructions. It's only available when you have an indirect signature. So, as with an in-app signing restrictions mentioned a little earlier, if a direct signature is required, then you must actually be home. In other words, there has to be a physical, there has to be a person, okay, and the signature has to happen when the driver is there. So leaving a note in that situation will not be enough, okay? Now, the note actually must reference the tracking number, the delivery address, and the signature of the person signing. So this trifecta is important for the driver to know that, hey, listen, you know what you're talking about, and the package that he or she has is exactly the package that you are talking about. So it's also a good idea to include your cell phone number just in case the driver wants to really follow up with you. Okay. Now I'm going to put on the screen here let's say a simple message. Okay. Something like this usually works it works fine. So you put the date of the delivery. So reference tracking number. You want to insert your tracking number and you just put I permit FedEx to leave this shipment on my front porch. Pretty straightforward. One sentence, not a whole paragraph. Okay, one sentence, and you have to sign. So your name, first name, last name, your address, and most importantly, your cell phone number, your cell number. Okay, so you can also print and fill out a template. I'm actually for a note to FedEx authorizing delivery. So there's a template, and once it's filled out, you want to stick it by your front door or the door where package deliveries are usually made. You may want to call FedEx and have them note in the delivery information that you'll be leaving a signed release. Okay, the FedEx customer service number is 1-800 463 3339, and so this will help ensure that you have a smooth delivery process, and also the process will, I mean, the whole thing will alert the driver to actually look for your note. If you're not going to be present to actually get a FedEx delivery package, I mean, I want you to really sign the door tag to authorize delivery. So this is also another hack that you can really implement real fast. Nothing really complicated, okay? Signing the door tag. So let me explain a little further. So if you have not signed in advance or made other delivery arrangements, FedEx will attempt the delivery as usual, right? So it's one of those things where FedEx has to, especially when they have the guaranteed delivery. Because see, if they don't deliver, they actually stand to lose because they'll have to pay. Because when the customer files a claim, they have to pay the customer. So they will do everything to deliver. Okay. Now, if nobody is available to sign for the package, the FedEx driver will leave a door tag saying they attempted delivery. FedEx will try to deliver your package again, usually the next day. So you have 2 to 3 deliveries. Okay. Now, to make sure you don't miss the redelivery attempt, you may have the option to sign your door tag and leave it for the driver to pick up the next day. So that way, the driver knows that there is an indirect conversation going on, that you are aware that he or she was there, and that you are comfortable with telling him or her that, you know what, you can just leave the shipment, whatever you told them to leave it. Okay. Now, the driver basically will usually indicate on the door tag if you are able to sign the tag for delivery. So just you want to sign in the spot provided, and you want to stick the tag back where the FedEx driver left it. Okay, it's one of those things, again, going to what I said a little earlier, an indirect conversation. Now, make sure the door tag is secure and will not allow actually blow off. A little bit of tape or a magnet can provide some extra peace of mind, and your package should be waiting for you after the next delivery attempt. Okay, so that's important. Now, if you need more info, it's always important to contact FedEx. Their customer service is fantastic. 1-800 463 3339. 1-800 463 3339. So 3339. And so the customer service is just fantastic. They'll help you out, no problem. So if you will not be present to actually sign, let's say, a package, okay, besides signing in the FedEx app, leaving a note for the FedEx driver, or signing the door tag to authorize delivery, you also have an option called hold allocation. So hold allocation is pretty interesting because it gives you an extra layer of peace of mind, if you will. Okay. So what is FedEx's hold allocation? Let's quickly talk about that. So the hold allocation service is exactly what you think it is. So your package will be delivered to a FedEx location or participating retailer where it will be held until you can pick it up at your convenience. Now, there are some rules, but this service is very easy to manage, okay? Very straightforward also. And best of all, if you choose FedEx Hold Allocation as the destination delivery address when setting up an air bill, aka the shipping label, it's actually free. So using the service is actually a snap. When you create the shipping label for specific services, you will check the option to have the package held at a FedEx location. Then you want to enter that location's address as the delivery address, although the name of the person who is receiving the package stays the same. You do not list FedEx as the recipients, okay? Now, once the package and label are ready and have been processed, something happens. You want to really let the recipient know which location it's going to, and give the recipient the tracking number. You may also want to include the recipient's phone number. Okay. With this added detail, FedEx can attempt to call the recipients when the package arrives. And when the package arrives, the recipient will take that tracking number and ID to the FedEx location to retrieve the package. So this is a pretty straightforward. Okay. Now, if you think about the FedEx hold allocation, there are some options that are included in the service. So if you don't have a FedEx only store located near you, you have the option of having the package sent to and held at a partner location. These are local retailers such as grocery stores and drugstores that offer the hold allocation service. What happens if you don't live near a FedEx office store? You can see if your local Walgreens, Albertsons, Dollar General, Kroger, Postal Annex, or other stores can receive and hold the package for pickup. And if the recipient is overseas, you can still arrange for the package to be held at a FedEx location. The process is slightly different, as you will have to call FedEx at 1-800-463-333 and 9 and ask for international services to find locations. FedEx needs to provide a location code so you can select the option on the shipping. That's the label or air bill. So pretty straightforward, by the way. So that's really fantastic. Okay, so long story short, you are talking about a free service. Okay, you can decide when and how you want it to be delivered. Now, the thing is that why would you want to use the FedEx hold allocation service? Because if you're thinking about, like if you're not going to be home most of the time, it's just and you're busy for work, whatever. You want to use this service because you have security, you have access, you have convenience. Okay, think about that. Security. I mean, if you can receive packages at home or at your business without fear or fear of theft, you might not realize why the hold allocation option is so handy, right? So for many other people, this option is a lifesaver. Think about it. If you travel or work during the day like me, okay, having your package delivered and held at a retailer protects your shipments from being stolen from your doorstep. Stuff happens, okay? Now, package theft from company mailrooms is less of a concern, but at many businesses, front office staff open the letters and packages. That's not really good if you are trying to get a personal delivery at work to avoid potential porch-based theft. So by sending a package to be held at a FedEx location or partner retail store instead, you avoid both of these problems. You also have access. So, another issue is the ability to receive packages in the first place. Maybe you are staying at a temporary address where the management or owner has a restricted delivery for guests. Alternatively, you might live in an isolated area that typically is not on the delivery map for express package services. So FedEx and other express services have partnered with the U.S. Postal Service to bring packages to these areas and to addresses like post office boxes. You may decide you would rather pick up the package sooner instead of waiting for the transfer, okay? And you may also be expecting a delivery and then find you have to leave town for a day. Maybe you don't want that package sitting on your doorstep overnight. In all these cases, FedEx hold allocation is actually a perfect solution. You also have convenience. So one more reason you might want to use that service is it's very convenient. If the package requires a signature, you don't have to worry about running to the door to get the package before the delivery actually person leaves. Okay, pretty convenient. So what locations hold the shipments? Like I said, you have a lot of retailers, you have a lot of stores, okay, and they will hold the package for 5 days, sometimes 1 to 2 weeks. Okay, so that's really good. If you're thinking about what to do when you will not be available for a FedEx package, let me give you a few extras here. So I want to talk to you about the FedEx signature requirements and delivery options. So the thing is, there are 4 types of FedEx signatures. So you have no signature required. You have a indirect signature, okay, indirect signature required. You have adult signature required, and then you have direct signature required. So 4, no signature, indirect signature, adult signature, and direct signature. So when I speak about no signature required, there are many shipments FedEx delivers that do not require a signature from the recipient. In many cases, FedEx will still attempt to obtain a signature at the designated delivery address. If no one is available to sign, FedEx may leave the package in a safe place without obtaining a signature. What about indirect signature required? Well, basically, FedEx will obtain a signature from someone at the delivery address or from someone nearby, such as a neighbor, for instance, or building manager. The recipient has the option to authorize the shipment to be released without anyone present. This change can be requested for FedEx Express packages through FedEx Delivery Manager or by signing a FedEx door tag. You also have adult signature required, so FedEx obtains a signature from someone at the delivery address who is at least the age of majority, no longer a minor in the destination country. So government issued photo identification or other identification customarily accepted by local authorities is required. If there is no eligible recipient at the address, FedEx may actually reattempt the delivery. So for U.S. deliveries, the recipient must be 21 years of age and present government-issued photo identification. Finally, you have direct signature required, so someone at the recipient's address must sign for the delivery. Direct signature deliveries are made to the address on the mailing label, not to an individual recipient. So if no one is at the address, FedEx may reattempt the delivery. So let me talk to you a little bit about delivery attempts here. So the thing is that when it comes to delivery attempts, FedEx always tries to do its best to make sure you're getting actually your data real fast. So if a shipment requires either an indirect, direct, or adult signature, and the delivery attempt is made, but no one is there to sign for the package, the driver will leave a door tag at the recipient's door, right? If no signature is required, the shipment will be left at the recipient's door. If a signature is required, the driver will typically try to deliver the package up to three times, okay? If a label has been applied to the back of the tag, the driver was unable to leave the package due to signature requirements or felt the package was not safe to deliver. In those situations, something happens. FedEx may no longer automatically reattempt delivery, and the package will be taken to a nearby FedEx location to be held for you for pickup. Now, the label on the door tag includes the pickup location address, business hours, and time the package will be available. And this door tag is really important because the door tag and a government-issued photo ID are needed for a pickup. If you want FedEx to reattempt a delivery, please contact customer support. So that's important. And so to avoid missed deliveries, you want to sign up for FedEx Delivery Manager to request to hold your package at a FedEx location for you to pick up. If you already missed a delivery and received a door tag, make sure to follow the instructions on the door tag to ensure your delivery is made on the next attempt. If your shipment requires an indirect signature, then you can sign electronically. As I said to you a little earlier, you can sign electronically through the FedEx Delivery Manager app or on FedEx.com. But you cannot sign electronically for packages requiring an adult or signature or direct signature. You might sign in person for adult or direct signature requirements. Okay, so something really important. So ask yourself if you receive a door tag or not. If you did, follow the instructions. Okay, the door tag has all the info that you need, and but FedEx will work on a case by case basis. It depends on what really matters and what doesn't matter. And when it comes to forms like acceptable forms of ID, in the U.S. at least, you can have a U.S. driver's license, U.S. passport, only available for FedEx ground deliveries, U.S. state ID, and also U.S. military ID. So, in conclusion, in today's conversation, I spoke to you about what to do when you will not be available to pick up a FedEx package. I gave you the overview. I spoke about the hold allocation program, the extras, and finally, the conclusion. Thank you so much. God bless you. I will see you next time. Until then, remember, stay marvelous.